Don't just tap out. Listen to Truth on Tap. DJ Bad Guy says so.
To Truth on Tap with host Kevin.
How can I say that my show is Truth on Tap if I don't come in here and set you free? Ooh, are we going to talk about some shit tonight? Get your friends in here. Get them in.
Opening up the Truth pipeline.
So what's this show going to be? Well, I'm going to set you free. That's what the truth does.
For these bitches.
Truth on Tap.
WesJohnson.com. Check them out. This is crazy. Do you know I love pickles and peanut butter? I cannot get enough of that. Pickles and peanut butter is like an orgasm during an orgasm, if that's even possible. I couldn't imagine the biological possibility of it, yet the fantastical fantasy possibility is quite real.
My right to say how I say it's mine to give. My heart is mine to share. My soul's my
Truth on Tap.
I am going to uncover the deepest, darkest parts of the human psyche right in front of you.
Truth on Tap is now flowing from iHeartRadio. Get your Kierstead fix by Googling Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kierstead.
I mean, I could have fun with this guy, though. He's got a picture of his penis up there, and he guess he's a black dude looking for a twink.
All the truth you can handle, running hot on iHeart, Facebook, Spreaker, and more. You want the truth?
Feel the blunt force trauma of that during the show, yeah.
Don't tap out. Get the truth. Truth on Tap. Tap, tap, tap.
It is 319. Ambitious Murderer, 1/25/2015. We're going to deal with that because it's Gash's birthday. Well, everybody's got to get older. And once a year, we get to be reminded of just how fucking old we are. What are we talking about today? We're going to talk a little bit about the psychology of a radio host because I don't want to do a show. Yeah, here's something you get to learn tonight. What does a show host do who is not motivated to do a show? That's a tough one. I'm telling you that's a tough one. I don't even know. It's not even like just that I don't want to do a show. It's also that I don't know what to do. There are two very distinct, separate issues at work here. You're going to hear about both of them. We're not going to be on long tonight. I don't feel like it's cold. My nipples are hard. I don't want to be here. It's really that simple. You feel that on a daily basis somewhere, don't you? Maybe you're taking a shit. I don't want to be here. Maybe you're in traffic. I don't want to be here. Maybe you're making love to your wife. Yeah, I don't want to be here. I don't like acting. It's not me. It's not my nature. These things happen. Yeah, we'll talk about all of that. Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes I say we'll talk about shit, when what I'm really saying is I'd like you to think about that. That's all. So you got to learn my code. And I don't have many complex codes, but yeah, you got to learn my code. Yeah, you're hearing the hiss of my heater. Still speaking through very high-quality equipment tonight, comparatively speaking. That being compared to what I was speaking through before. And I just got to thinking. You know, I was over listening to the weekend edition with Rick and listened to Guy's show tonight and watched Guy and Debbie interact. And what a strange world we live in is what I learned. And I knew that already, but it was like, we're going to talk a little bit about education this show. For real. Because education seems to be misunderstood. Education is really the sum total of whatever you've learned. That's all. Why do people make it so complicated? That's it. If you don't remember it, but you learned it, it probably really still can't be considered education because you can no longer access it. So that doesn't work. So people with Alzheimer's, yeah, they become pretty uneducated. Yeah, they might have been a PhD, a triple fucking eye, heart, nose, ear, throat surgeon. Might have removed asses and implanted kangaroo pouches. What do we got? I don't want to play that one right. coming up on the end. Throw Lemonade up there. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we'll do that.
On Tap is now flowing from iHeartRadio. Get your Kiersted fix by Googling Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kiersted. All the truth you can handle running hot on iHeart, Facebook, Spreaker, and more. You want the truth? You can handle the truth on Tap.
Jazz Addicts Lemonade, Jazz. JAZZADDIXX, get up and on it. You can find them on Facebook. They're a good group. And do all their own scratchy scratching, you know. Even Snoop Dogg or Snoop Lion or Snoop motherfucking retarded woodpecker does not do his own scratching. He's just like, fuck all that. I'm too high. But no, Jazz Addicts do in their sleep and shit. Because that nipples note, 2 turntables and a microphone. That's right. Who's that in the picture on the episode? I don't know. Rick stayed up in anticipation of a show that is going to, even by comparison to what he's already done, be a disastrous failure. I have nothing. You have nothing once you got to a certain point in your show. I have nothing starting right now. So this is all, I don't know. Even the topic, I said, what am I going to talk about? Okay, well, I've been thinking about radio hosts. I'll talk about radio. Now, I'm not going to pick on anybody. No, I'm not going to do that. It is, yeah, I figured that. Well, I could always, I got this mixer thing here. I can bump the mic up, which would effectively help me overspeak the music. But you know what? I think I'm going to turn the music down here. Even though it's great music, I'll play that on break. Now, let me go ahead and blast this out. This song's just too good to interrupt. In fact, I'm going to turn the mic off and let y'all finish it. Lemonade was a popular drink, and in some parts of the world, it still is. I'm dropping that mic gain back down. I don't know. I don't know audio. I got stuff here. Cables are running. You know, I know the hardware end. I could hook up anything. When I was in the Air Force, and I worked at PMEL, Precision Measurement Equipment Laboratory Specialist, which is another way to say, yeah, you jerk off in a lab all day. I had wires running everywhere. The more wires, the better. We called them leads, running from signal generators to O-scopes to spectrum analyzers to voltmeters to everything. I can't even tell you half the shit I worked on because I'm not allowed to. I mean, not all of it was confidential, but Jesus Christ, some of this shit. And this is back in 1992, 93. Ain't no telling what they got now, but I guarantee you they have walking bombs that look exactly like Fergie, that just walk up to the plane and say, "Can I hitch a ride?" Yeah, jump right in. You don't even have to load shit. There's no cranes. Just, vroom, let's go. Probably do it midair bomb exchange. Because think about it. A jet drops a couple bombs, and then it has to go all the way back to base to get more. Fuck that. Turn upside down underneath a resupply jet. Floop, floop. Drop some more bombs in there, we're done. Or call Fergie, tell her to sprout helicopter rotors and fly on up and get on the bottom of the jet. Let's get busy. What the fuck are you doing, Fergie? We got bombing runs to do. ISIS is out here. They're raping kids. They're killing innocent women. Get the fuck up to the jet so I can drop you on them. 500 pound, 1,000 pound. I'm dropping you on the ISIS. I'm the ISIS on the cake. Oh my God. I laughed at something that wasn't funny, which is a bit of a prelude to you to understand where my mark is tonight. Low, steady, but low is what it is. I want to thank you, Andrew, for being here from Australia. My favorite Australian is in the chat room. And who else is in here? Rick and Andrew are the only ones in here. And I'm not afraid to admit that. We're going to talk a little bit about the psychology of radio hosts tonight. Couple of things. Because of the name of this episode, some researcher 3 months down the road might do a little Google search and say, I'm coming to listen to Kevin Kierstad's show because I'm thinking about doing a radio show and I want to know how I have to think. Well, let me tell you early in this episode, I have no fucking idea how you're supposed to think. But I know what the experts say, and fuck them too, is my attitude. Because to me, the revolution in radio is going to be real. Because what do we have in the past? What is it that people are so sick of? Why on major news networks don't you see people going, the firemen came out today and were right on time. Put it out in a jiffy. No, you don't see that. You don't see that anymore. You see, fuck that congressman, fuck that president, fuck your mother, because we want to see a victim. We want to see somebody get attacked. And I'm looking right now on Psychology Today, a website that I have some respect for. They're selling. Remember, they're selling. There's always a motivation. Very rarely you're going to find somebody who's got not even an idea they're trying to sell you. Because technically talking is trying to sell an idea. Otherwise, you're just, what are you doing? You could sing. Singing's not trying to sell an idea, as long as you're not the author of the song. You're just singing. Blah. But when you're talking, I'm going to assume someone's listening, and if they're not, you probably should get professional help, and that's not a joke. We all talk to ourselves some, but conversations with yourself, that's a sign of a problem. And I'm certainly not hating on those people that talk to themselves, but you're probably a little fucking crazy, and you may need some help. Psychology Today, and I was looking up the psychology, essentially, the mindset, the thought processes of radio show hosts. But what I really came up with in this article, the little bit I've skimmed of it, is more about why certain shows are appealing. It doesn't say why, but it shows what about a typical radio show is appealing, and the author here assumes that your radio show has advanced through the ranks. So it must be one of these things. In other words, if you don't have a successful show, this may not apply to you, okay? Like me, this probably will not apply. What we're talking about here is the mainstream hosts, the ones that have hit the big time, all right? Oh, my fucking God, my spine. It's like 30 degrees out here. You guys wouldn't believe this. Sometimes I get pain in my back so bad and so sharp that my dick implodes and my tongue turns upside down and my fucking eye vibrates. And little children, if they happen to be around at the time, run for their parents. They're not thinking. All they know is I have to go to where safe is, because safe is not here. The man over there with the rattly eye and the twisted tongue has become possessed by a demon, and I got to get the fuck up out of here. No, seriously, my back just lit me the fuck up. I wish I could explain to you guys. I'm going to let it go because I don't want to depress you. Just imagine getting stabbed in the dick with an X-Acto knife, please. Now put that right around above your ass. There it is. There it is. That's what I'm feeling right now. God damn, that will get your attention, though. All right, back to what we were talking about. Since there's only two of you in chat, I am basically ignoring you right now. And that's nothing intentional. I just have to read some of this to you. It's only a couple paragraphs. I'm not going to read you the whole thing. I'm going to share the link right now. Because I know you kiddies like to read along. Copy. 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 And paste. See, I rapped it. I didn't just say it. I did it with style. It's the first clue to being great in radio is to do everything with style. K-Tab, bitch, you OS, don't make me rape you. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Andrew,